Welcome back to Mr. Orth's Classroom for Grammar, looking at interjections. Interjections sometimes can be described simply as the part of speech when you have no idea what else it would be. Essentially, if you're not sure what a word is in terms of its part of speech in a sentence, if you ruled out noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, conjunction, preposition, and perhaps even contractions, then all that's left really is interjection. These are words that primarily are just there to express emotion. They don't actually convey any kind of information. They're not technically any other part of speech. Sometimes they can be used as a noun. You can talk about the number of yeses and nos, for example, in a vote. But for the most part, these are words that you don't need in a sentence, but they're helpful to communicate greater clarity to your audience. Generally speaking, they're placed at the beginning of a sentence and followed by either a comma, if the sentence continues, a question mark, or an exclamation mark. Typically, when followed by a question mark or exclamation mark, they're actually fragmented sentences. They're not considered complete sentences, even though they're followed by end marks. Some examples of common interjections are hey, yes, no, and okay. Yes, I would like a piece of pecan pie. In this sentence, yes is going to be the interjection. It's followed by the punctuation, a comma. Do you need the yes in the sentence? No. If someone asks you, would you like a piece of pecan pie? You can say, I would like a piece of pecan pie. But the yes in front of it, followed by a comma, makes it clear. But the end mark following it also lets you know you don't actually have to have that in the sentence. What? You want a piece of pecan pie? Just another example. Likewise, what indicates some confusion or questioning, but it's not a complete sentence. In this case, what is the interjection followed by the question mark? Wow, of course I want some pecan pie. Again, the third type of interjection followed by an exclamation point. Sometimes they're really helpful in writing. Rather than having a whole sentence with an exclamation point, sometimes just a singular word followed by an exclamation point is most effective. And of course, you can put especially the question mark and the exclamation point ones at the end of a sentence. Comma interjections rarely would go at the end of a sentence. Generally speaking, we want to avoid these in our writing, especially if we're using well and okay and you know as opening phrases. Those are more verbalized pauses, vocalized pauses, depending on how your teacher describes them, and they're not necessary. Generally speaking, skip those unless you absolutely need to, or if you're doing dialogue to indicate someone's actual voice. If you have any questions, talk to your teacher, and good hunting.